Hello, in this video I'll show you how to fix a wall globe. But this is a fancy wall globe that's supposed to float, but it doesn't float anymore. I'll show you how to get into the inner part and correct this error. So this is a fancy floating wall globe. When you plug it and put in the ball on top, the ball is supposed to be centralized so that it floats. But the problem with this one is that once you put the ball on it, instead of it to float, once you put the globe on the magnet, instead of it to float, it doesn't float, it just magnets. The base magnets it and it doesn't float. The problem has to do with one of the magnetors inside. So open up the base and we'll solve the problem. So the first thing I want to do is to open up this base and then look at the logic board inside, the components inside, the magnets, and find out where the problem is from. So likely, from what I can see, the problem is from one of the four magnets. One of the four magnets has failed, so the globe doesn't centralize anymore. So is either this or this. One of them has failed. So we have four of them. Four of them is supposed to work simultaneously, so it centralizes the ball. You can see that the four magnets are inside the big main magnet itself, and the purpose of this is to centralize it. When you put the globe at the middle of this area, it's supposed to centralize the ball, and then there'll be an equilibrium which will cause the globe to begin to float, because the ball itself has a magnet inside. So this is where the power comes in through from, and then it distributes the power to each of these four magnets, and this is likely where the problem is. One of these magnet has failed, and the reason why this problem is coming from this area is because one of the four magnets is having there's an issue with one of the four magnets. So I'm going to get my multimeter out now and test one of these transistors that is supposed to power each of the magnet. So I have been able to test the transistors, and I noticed that this transistor has issues. Okay, so I'm going to replace it first and try it out. So I'll get my soldering iron and replace this particular transistor. Hopefully the problem will be solved. If not, I will replace. There's another one at the edge, at the other edge there, that I'm going to replace also. But first I want to replace only one, because this, when I tested this on my multimeter, this transistor shows that the transistor is bad. So this really is a simple fix. What you have to do is to test the transistors that supplies current to the magnet itself. If one of the magnet has failed and the globe keep tilting to one corner or keep getting magnetized towards one section of the base, when you put it on, just take note of that area that the globe is tilting towards, and then when you open up the base, replace the transistor around that particular area. So that is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to replace this transistor. So this is the transistor that I removed. So I will put it back and power it on and see what happens. If it tilts to any other corner, I will take note of that corner that the globe tilts towards, and I will replace the transistor also. Otherwise, if you find it hard to read the transistors, you can otherwise change the 4 transistors that is controlling the magnet. So this is still tilting to one corner, which is not what we want. I'm going to open up the base one more time. Then I will replace the transistor towards this area that this globe is tilting towards. I noticed that there are actually 2 transistors that needs replacement, but I had to replace it one after the other just to be sure that that I'm doing the right thing. So I'll go ahead now and replace the other one. Normally, once I hold it this way, it's supposed to just float. But right now, if I hold it this way and leave it, the base just magnetizes it and it tilts to one corner of the base. So I'll take note of that corner of the base that the board tilts towards, and I'll just replace the transistor that is controlling the magnet on that area of the base. So I'm going to open this up one more time. This is the second transistor that I have removed. So you just look for the specification of this transistor and then get the exact one and replace it there. And so we're going to try this one more time. Okay, so let's try it one more time. Okay, I think this has given us what we want. The ball is centralized now. Thank you for watching. I'll see you some other time.